Kyle here to reviewing set 71808, Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. This set released January 1st of this year, retails for €30 with 4 minifigures, 3 of which being exclusive to the set. I've gotta say, LEGO are starting off this year fantastic with these mech sets. The mask is a brand new mold for this year, dual molded in red and maroon. Honestly, this is a superb upgrade compared to the so-so Dragon's Rising Season 1 hoods. Although, I don't know if it's just me, but the mask kinda looks weird facing dead on. The face prints are the same ones introduced in last summer's wave, which is a front face print with a printed mask that has an angry expression, while the alternate face print is a determined expression. You can't deny that Dragon's Rising face prints are some of the best Ninjago face prints of recent years. Their torso has an armor design that's reminiscent of a samurai, which on the topic, it's really weird it took LEGO this long to give the ninja samurai inspired suits. The torso has Kai's Season 11 symbol in the top right of the torso. The back print has Kai's name in Ninjago over the shoulder blade armor, as well as an armored spine, which is a very cool look. The leg printing has a centered yellow belt, armor printing continued from the torso, knee pads, and toe printing. For an accessory, Kai has the golden katana. It's safe to say that these mech suits are a massive upgrade from last year's suits in general. It'll be interesting to see if these suits actually appear in the show, or whether they'll just appear in the mech shorts. But since we know at least Kai, Knee, and Lloyd are getting new suits for the summer wave, it's probably safe to say this minifigure will stay an exclusive to the set. Then again, you never know. Whoever decided to make Zane's new color scheme light blue and white deserves a raise, because god damn is this a fire color combo. Like Kai, Zane uses the new mask piece but in light blue and white. The front face print is a printed mask with ice shards and an angry expression, while the alternate face print is a very disappointed looking expression. This is one of Zane's best face prints just because of how disappointed he looks. Since he has no mech to pilot, Zane uses the Season 11 armor piece in pearl gold. The torso print is identical to Kai's, but in white and light blue, and obviously with Zane's Season 11 symbol in the top corner instead. The back printing has Zane's name in Ninjago over the armor covering his shoulder blades, with an armored spine design. The leg printing has a grey and pearl gold belt to the left, the armor printing continued from the torso, knee pads, and toe printing. For an accessory, Zane also has a golden katana. Personally, I think the armor definitely adds to the design of the mech suits, and really highlights, well, the golden highlights throughout the suit. This is slightly off topic, and definitely not padding to the 8-minute mark, but if these suits are only used when the ninja pilot their mechs, are these like Ninjago plug suits? Every year we are one step closer to LEGO Evangelion. Again, since some of the ninja are getting new suits in the summer wave, it's possible that this Zane minifigure could appear in a summer set, but since there's no leaks to Zane getting a new suit, it is possible this minifigure will be exclusive to the set. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Jordana really showed up with one of the best villain general designs in her first minifigure appearance. Jordana uses Gale Gossip's hairpiece in maroon, which isn't accurate to the show, but it's possible she changes up her hairstyle and hair color in Season 2. The front face print is an angry expression with the Imperium face markings in pearl gold, while her alternative expression is more of a shit-eating grin with the Imperium face markings. This expression really fits her characterization in the show. Jordana uses a fur coat neck attachment piece in sand blue, which I think is a brand new red color introduced for this year. The torso print is this dark blue armor with grey fur, a purple cloth with these interesting looking runes, and blue crystal blades. The most interesting part of the torso is the wolf Ouroboros, which is in a similar area to where Chi is placed in armor in Chima, so there's still some hope for the Raz Chima theory. Alternatively, the Ouroboros could just be for show to symbolize the strength of the wolf warriors. The back printing is pretty basic with the armor and fur printing continued from the torso. The leg printing has a grey belt with buckles at either side, armored printing continued from the torso, more of the cloth and rune printing continued from the torso, fur printing above the knees, the moon knee pads, and boot printing. For an accessory, Jordana has this double-bladed sword thing. Something about this navy blue armor used by the Wolf Warriors is just so damn cool looking. Like, you can't say this is a bad design. Jordana is also exclusive to the set as of now, but like the ninja, it is possible she could show up in one of the summer sets. These Wolf Warriors are pretty interesting, especially with this new mask piece that's molded in a similar way to the new LEGO Batman cowl introduced back in August. The front has a wolf mask with molded eyes and teeth, with the ninja mask peeking out from the back, indicating that these guys aren't actually wolves, but instead people dressed as wolves. The front face print is this Ronin design, which is unfortunately kinda faded looking due to LEGO not being able to properly print light colors and dark pieces. The alternative face print is basically the same but with blue eyes and teeth, to signify the warriors are powered up. Maybe by Chi, who knows? The torso print has this navy and purple robe with a grey undershirt, blue blades sticking out, and runes underneath. The back print has a large wolf Ouroboros symbol and a purple collar. The leg printing has a grey belt with buckles at either side, rope printing continuing from the torso, boot printing with fur peeking out, and like a wolf fang necklace. For an accessory, the wolf warrior has a grey khopesh sword. Personally, I really love the navy and purple color combo because look how clean this looks. It'll be interesting to learn more about these guys in season 2, especially since they're dressed as wolves, not actual Chima tribe wolves. Fun fact, the wolf mech is actually a repurposed Next to Night set from the cancelled 5th season, but updated for modern LEGO building techniques. The feet of the mech are connected by ball joints, which allows for a full 360 spin. The toes of the mech have blade pieces at either side and a clip in the middle, with all being able to be moved up and down. The mech's ties are very bare to put it lightly, but you can move them 180 degrees thanks to the ball joint connection. The mech actually has a tail, which you don't see very often on a mech, but definitely fits the whole wolf aesthetic they were going for. Just like the legs, the tail is connected by a ball joint, which allows for a full 360 spin. The mech uses the core cockpit piece in navy with an azure unprinted circular tile in the front that opens up through a clip connection. The wolf warrior is placed in the cockpit through a stud connection. Above the cockpit is a rugged slope piece that sort of resembles a wolf's fur. The mech's arms are connected to the body by ball joints, with these notched armor pieces in navy by the ball joints. Unfortunately, the mech uses the EVA mech joints in azure, so there's not a lot of posability with the mech's arms. The mech's hands, or I guess paws in this instance, are like the mech's feet. Very basic, but can be moved a full 360 degrees. The blade piece is used for the mech's fingers, which can be moved up and down. Overall, this mech is surprisingly lanky, although due to the lack of posability with the arms, it's a little awkward to display. Moving on to the Kai mech, and oh, this just might be the best Kai mech of all time. The bulkiness of this mech helps to hide the awkward EVA mech joints, which is definitely one of the best ways of building around the EVA mech joints. The mech's feet use a black, red, and gold color scheme and are fairly wide. Both feet are connected by a ball joint and can spin like so. The mech's legs use orange EVO joints, which eliminates knee articulation, but for a mech of this scale, it's not a huge deal. The legs have red EVO armor pieces on the ties, and these new mech knee pieces in red connected by clips. These pieces are pretty neat, and add an extra layer of bulkiness to the mech. The back of the legs are fairly bare, but there's a clip on the back of the left leg to attach Kai's katana to while he pilots the mech. The legs of the mech connect to the body by ball joints, allowing for a 180 arc. The mech's cockpit uses the core mech cockpit piece in red with a printed circular tile that has this dragon symbol from the first Dragon's Rising wave, as well as what looks like an arc reactor, but it's probably just a small dragon core with a more show accurate design compared to how they look in the sets. Opening up the cockpit, there's a spot for Kai to sit with red cheese slopes. The cockpit can be spun 360 degrees thanks to a new piece introduced for this mech-centric wave. The mech's arms have the armor pieces from the knees around the shoulders, with lightning pieces in red on top that can also be spun 360 degrees. Like the wolf mech, there's no elbow articulation thanks to the EVA mech pieces, but they make up for it with the translucent red lightning pieces sticking out of the elbows, sort of like his elemental power is overflowing. The forearms of the mech also use the core armor pieces in red with next to night shields at either side. The hands use the new mech fingers introduced last year and have Technic holes to hold the mech sword, which is made up of Technic pieces and 2 large pearl gold blades. Overall, this is just a banger Kai mech, especially for only 30 bucks. I'd even say this might be the best Kai mech, although we'll have to see if that claim holds up in March with the upcoming release of Kai's Ninja climbing mech. The front of the instructions have a bad CG render to set, a win ad with movie load at the back, an ad that shows you how to customize the mechs to the January wave, and Kai running along the progress bar. I can't stress enough how much of a banger this set is, especially for only 30 bucks. The Kai mech is clearly the superior mech, but the wolf mech isn't half bad either, just a little awkward to pose compared to other mechs. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for my future LEGO set reviews. And if you want to help the channel financially, consider becoming a channel member for only €2 a month. Until next time, see ya.